everybody, it's Princess, and today I'm going to tell you a story from my childhood, another stupid story. So, my brother and I were probably in 3rd grade, and if you're from San Diego, you might have heard of Kit Carson Park in Escondido. And I know it's changed over the years, but when I was little, the one time that we went there, I think we'd heard about it from my 3rd grade teacher, and we just begged and begged, take us to Kit Carson Park, take us to Kit Carson Park. So one day my dad finally brings us to Kit Carson Park. And they had different things to play on, you know, big weird public art looking sculptures, like a big snake and things like that. Very Spanish inspired looking artwork and architecture. And in the very back, if I remember right where it was, they had a big sombrero. And there were all these kids hanging out by the sombrero, and I was like, hey, what's that? So my brother and I go over there, and it's huge. I mean, like a gigantic structure. And the sombrero was actually a slide, but it wasn't smooth like plastic, you know, that you always get shocked on, or metal. It was like, I don't even know what, like concrete painted over with like a smooth paint. I mean, imagine a public art sculpture, and that's what it was made out of. So it had the, you know, the big pointy part of the sombrero, and then it was built on a hill so that the sides of the hat came down like this, and you could slide down from either side to the bottom of the hill. So all these kids have these pieces of cardboard, and you'd sit on it, and you'd slide down. And there was a big mud puddle at the bottom of the hill, and everybody seemed to be doing fine avoiding it, so it was no big deal, right? And plus you had the cardboard, and everything was fine. So my brother and I get our turn, and we go up and we trudge up to the top of the little hill with our cardboard pieces, and my dad's waiting for us at the bottom. So I slide down first, and somehow at the bottom of the slide, because there's like dried mud, the board gets caught, and I go sliding off the thing right into the mud puddle, ass first. So I get up, and I'm looking, and it's like I've diarrheaed my fucking pants in front of like 12 kids. And so my brother's like halfway down the slide at this point when I'm, you know, standing there checking my own ass out. And he comes down, and this same fucking thing happens to him. So he's standing there looking like he's like Mr. Sharp Pants. And so my dad is standing there looking at his 2 dumbass kids who can't get down the slide. And of course, you know, the other kids, they grabbed our cardboard things, went up to the top of the hill, continued sliding down this fucking sombrero for the rest of the day, and everyone was fine. We were the only 2 dumb shit kids who fucking went in ass first and looked like we shit ourselves. And this was at the back of the park. So now, my dad is holding both our hands. We're embarrassed as shit walking away in front of these other kids with our fucking pants all full of mud. And it's like dripping down our legs at this point. And so we're like trudging back to the car like this. Just 2 stupid ass kids, and my dad had to like find towels to put down or something like that. But we are so dumb, and that's like the story of my life. I will always be like the diarrhea ass kid out of the crowd. And that's just one of my stories. Like, I don't even know what to say about it, except we just sucked as kids. Like, next time I tell a kid story, I'm gonna have a picture of myself as a kid, and maybe a picture of my brother. Like, he had a gigantic head, and I had like these fuck ass teeth. And we were just, like, if you'd have seen us, you would have just fucking laughed, because we were pathetic. But anyway, if you like dumb shit kids who look like they shit their pants, you can follow both of us on Twitter. I am Real Princess Kim. You can check that out. Real Princess Kim, all one word. And my egg-headed brother is Chris Jaus, Krisjaus. So follow us on Twitter. If you see, you know, my brother or something, you want to tell him, hey, your sister's posting these videos telling your embarrassing childhood stories, be my guest, you know, give me a shout out, say, hey, you suck, you rock, whatever. I'd love to hear from you guys, so follow us on Twitter.